Yo, what's up guys? We're gonna do another backtesting video. This is 2023 November, so let's get straight into it. I'm just gonna be explaining my bias, the trades that I take, why I'm taking them, and why I'm fading certain trades. So right now I can see that we're super obviously bullish, and I want us towards these all-time highs. Oh, actually no, not all-time highs, but these highs look like a super obvious drawn liquidity. We're in a clear market make a buy model. We have generated liquidity here, and we have this super obvious 4 hour here and this little tiny 1 hour. So I could see a short down to this 4 hour or a long to the 4 hour, long from that 4 hour. Okay, so right now we don't have, okay, we have this 15-minute gap that just sent price higher, and now I'm just gonna wait for a continuation gap. Okay, it looks like we want to trend lower a bit. We resweep that 15-minute, and now we have this 1-minute inverse right here. So we sweep this 15-minute internal. Oops. And we also swept out this ERL here, but we didn't really trade into anything significant, so I don't think I'd be too worried about this. And we still have super obvious draws higher, as well as being super bullish. So this close does look good, but I do want to wait for a stronger close just because 10 a.m. is opening. So I want to have extra confirmation that this is going to be holding. And on ES, you can see we're sweeping this low here. We don't really have much of a key level, but we kind of did inverse the level I was using here. So we're trying to wait for a better close, and then we're going to see if we're still interested to take it, because I can see us going down to this 4 hour because of how overextended we are. We have this 3-minute above here, so I could still see prices towards that. So we're gonna put our stop. Actually, let's see when this candle closes. Maybe we could just wait for the 10 this candle to be inversed here. Okay. So it actually looks like we would have been stopped out here. So that's a good fade. Okay, so we have no key level here. 30-minute time frame, nothing. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip through. We get a 5-minute. So this price action just doesn't look super good. I'm just gonna keep skipping through. And we're going to the next day. I don't see anything that looks good or high probability, so I'm not looking to take anything like that. We have this obvious swing right here, and then we are making a 30-minute gap at 9:30 or a 15-minute gap here. So I want us to trade into that and get an inversion long. I think we have a 5 here. Kind of feel like we're gonna reject this. Let's just stay on this time frame. Please don't take out the high, bro. Okay, so we get a really good displacement close right here. Let's see. Did we hit? the 30-minute, we perfectly hit that 30-minute with a huge rejection wick here, and we can see we're obviously trending towards this high here, which is this high time frame swing. And let's just check, what are we making at 10 a.m. We do not have any new gap to manipulate to, so I'm gonna take this. I just want to check at ES what it's looking like right now. We're not really bouncing off anything, but we're still major bullish, and we have this high that we edged here on ES. So that's what I'm looking for, and NQ is just running. So this is what we're gonna take. We have a super displacing candle, obvious break-even point here, and we enter this here. I feel like our stop loss is a bit tight, so I'm gonna put it at this wick here, and I'm gonna just drag my 1-to-1. Okay, so I think this is gonna be a guaranteed at least break even. Yeah, so that looks good. You can't really ask too much when we get something like this, because we're likely in some higher time frame gap. Let's see if we are anything. Actually, we're not. This could be a very good trade that I will just end up holding. I think maybe when ES takes this high, then I'll go break even, just because I can see us easily retracing here. But other than that, this 5-minute high just has no significance. We could reverse off of it, but it just doesn't have any significance to me. And bang, TP. When we close above this high, this is probably where I would have gone break even if we didn't hit TP already. But let's go the next day. It just trades like that. When we're super close to a high and we hit the internal, then we just almost always retrace a little bit lower and then push higher. So right now, what do I see? I see we're building a lot of lower liquidity. We don't have any really high time frame delivery, and we're just having these slanted lows all across here. So I would say this 15-minute is my condition, and honestly, I could see all these getting ran through. I'm gonna check the 30-second just because I feel like we're gonna get a immediate 30-second, and I always miss them. Oh my goodness, what did I say? Please tell me we don't have a 1 minute. If we have a 1 minute, bro, I am not getting this entry. Hold up. Is that a 1 minute? That has to be the smallest 1 minute ever. It's like equal. So I'm just gonna say it's just the 30-second. We have a more obvious 30-second here anyway, and it's just like super obvious, and it's gonna get ran through for sure. We obviously sweep these equal highs, I mean, huge rejection, and we have this massive 15-minute to send us lower towards all this lower resistance and a 4-hour gap here. So I think we're just gonna drag our 1-to-1 because this is a 15-minute gap, so we could just reverse at any point. And let's check ES if it's correlated. Okay, ES is in our 15-minute gap, and we did sweep these highs. That's something I don't really like about it, because ES really has no reason to go lower. We're already inside of this 15-minute, and we just holding more bullish price action. So now I don't think I'm gonna take this in. I'd rather just take a long position out of it. Let's see if this plays out though. I think it will, but just not what I want to take. Okay, so just really obvious break even, and okay, so literally no entry there. Do we get a 5-minute con? That's what I'm really looking for here. We get this 3 minutes hap in. but I don't really know. I don't really like that too much. Okay, we built some low resistance here, but we're still not reacting out of any type of gap. So I'm just gonna have to skip through. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. So we just swept ERL, and we're having really obvious displacement to the low downside. So now I'd just be waiting for a 5-minute continuation, tap, and then an inverse out. So we have our highest time frame, which is this 3-minute leg right here, which has not closed yet. Really weak close and a really strong close right after. We don't really have a stop on here, which I don't really like. But I like how we tap this 3-minute here and then respect it, which could just be my continuation, as well as we have a gap here. So I think I'm still gonna take this. Stops probably around here, and because this lower resistance just looks super obvious to get ran through. And we have this 4-hour draw here, which we're just super heavily rejecting after sweeping this ERL here with massive displacement. So we're gonna go and take this here. Really obvious displacing close, and as long as ES hasn't hit the 4-hour yet, then I think I'm gonna be fine with this. Yeah, so ES also has this reason to manipulate towards this 30-minute internal low. Okay, so this does look like a really obvious break-even trade that we're gonna get, but I don't really see price rejecting off of this. I think if we have something like this, which happens a lot, and we close below that low, that's where I'll go break even. But this just looks okay. Yeah, this is where I'll go break even. I'll watch this play. So that's another break even spot I'll go to, and we completely reverse. Okay, so just horrible delivery. Oh my, how many times are we gonna? Okay, finally we hit the 4-hour. Well, that's just literally horrible price action. I would never trade that. Next day, we can see we're trending bullish towards this draw here. We have a 30-minute forming. Oh no, we're sponsored by this 30-minute here, and we don't really have a gap, but I guess I could consider this gap sponsored, but I don't think we're even gonna get an entry out of this. Yeah, so just immediately sweep that and displace lower. We have this 30-minute internal low here. This 5-minute does look good, but it just looks like I'm trying to force a trade a little bit. Let's see where ES is already in that 30-minute, so I'm not really wanting to take it, and I'm still pretty bullish on the higher time frame, so I'm not gonna just pattern trend it short here, but I do think this will play. Yep. Okay, likely a break-even trade anyway. Okay, so we reject that, and we get this displacing 5-minute. Oh, actually, no, we don't even close. And of course, we get the horrible close right here. But now I can get my 5-minute cont here. Okay, and we inverse bullish. Okay, I don't even know what we're doing right now. But it looks like we're trying to clear out this low resistance here. And and we have this displacing candle. What time is this closed? 10:18, and it just closed here. And again, we just have literally no stop hunt. I'm just gonna wait for a little bit better close. Let's check the 30-second. Maybe if I wait for this like a more obvious low, because I don't like how it's almost 10:30 already, and we're kind of failing this low here. Yeah, that would have been break even anyway. It just has no stop on. I don't really like the structure too much. And what do we get after? We're just still chopping, continue to chopping around. And it's already 11 o'clock, so I'm just gonna go to the next day already. 4-hour chart. What do I see? We're reacting off of this. The wicks are telling us that we're rejecting upwards, and this body is really strong and likely heading towards this 4-hour devil's mark right here, and this unmitigated gap here. But I think we're just gonna take it straight off the draw. But if we don't, then I'll be interested in a long entry here. Hopefully we just get a super displacing candle. Okay, is this a 1 minute? If this is a 2 minute, we would not have gotten that entry. I can't tell if this closed or not, but okay, there we go. We do get this 1 minute here. Do we tap? Okay, so we tap this 30-minute. This looks super obvious. Super obvious draw right here. Stops at this low. We shouldn't return back to this low if we're gonna continue to be bullish. And let's check what ES is doing. I think ES might have mitigated this 4-hour. Let's see. Okay, so we did. ES did mitigate this 4-hour. And it just looks nothing like NQ. So for that reason, I'm probably just gonna fade it because we already SMT'd at my target, and ES is making lower lows. Damn, that hits. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's see what ES is doing. Okay, ES. Okay, yeah. Okay, now you do it. After I just get the best setup. I can still wait for a 5-minute con, but I think we're probably just gonna get a 15-minute con here, just because we should build more low resistance because we are in this huge 4-hour. 15-minute, we are in this, and we have this 4-minute, and now it's a 5-minute that we just tap into. So we get this short entry. Let's see what we're seeing here. We have this obvious 1-hour low here created by 10 a.m. And this sponsored 5-minute. I could see these. We have this low resistance here, and leading to this 1-hour here. This does look solid, and I think I'm gonna take this either for a 1-to-1 or just towards the 1-hour gap here. But ES is looking a lot more bearish, and we're also heading towards this low as well. And ES displaced fully through this 15 minutes, so any long is invalid already. And I think NQ is just gonna start to catch up and break even at this low here. We're gonna drag my 1-to-1 because unless we get something super displacing, I'm just gonna get my 1-to-1 because ES is already super close to the 1-hour gap. so I'd rather just wait. Let's check what ES gave us here. Okay, so ES hit this internal low, so I would have gone break even there. I'm not trying to save myself from losing. I'm just saying this is my break-even point, and if we SMT at my break-even, that just makes the trade idea even worse, or holding the trade even worse. But this still has a very good chance of still running, but this buying pressure right here just looks like we're gonna get stopped. Yeah. Okay, and then we run. So I guess price just wanted to see another resweep of this. We see this other entry right here, which I wouldn't take because we've already failed to distribute many times. So no reason for me to take that. And let's just check our statistics. Thought it was the last trade of the week. Let's see. Oh my goodness, 3 break-evens. But I think both of them saved us from a loss, so that's not bad. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We just did a really quick 1 week of backtesting. Hope you guys learned something, and make sure to subscribe.